Born in Oklahoma, Ron Howard gained national recognition as a child actor, first in the TV series The Andy Griffith Show, then a teenager in Happy Days. Howard came from a family of filmmaking, with his mother, Jean Howard, being an actress and his father being both an actor and film writer, most commonly known for Nebraska and Universal Soldier. Howard first entered the light of the camera when he was just an infant. At 18 months old, he appeared in Frontier Woman and made his stage debut at age 2 in the production of The 7-Year Itch. As a child, he made frequent TV appearances, and his performance landed him regular roles in the CBS series Playhouse 90 when he caught the eye of the producer to The Andy Griffith Show. As a child, Howard's parents made sure he could still live a normal childhood, limiting his workdays and even enrolling him into public schools. He began exploring the art of directing in high school using a Super 8 camera. When filming for his TV series, he constantly asked the camera crew about the technology and always wanted to learn more about it. Then Howard appeared in the production of a few shows and eventually landed himself a 3-year deal with NBC to produce and direct some of its TV series. Howard's first film was The Night Shift, a dark comedy starring one of his co-stars from his TV series Happy Days. His co-star then went on to get the film a Golden Globe nomination for Best Actor in a Motion Picture, Comedy, or Musical. Howard and co-worker Brian Grazer, who helped him direct The Night Shift, then went on to co-found Image Films Entertainment. Their production company went on to be a Hollywood powerhouse thanks to Howard-directed films including Willow, Parenthood, Backdraft, Apollo 13, and Ransom. On to Howard as a director. As a director, Howard is not one that has a specific stylistic element that distinguishes himself as a director. In the 3 films viewed, Ron Howard uses a classic technique of film to present the story of the character. In the 3 films, Apollo 13, A Beautiful Mind, and Parenthood, Howard took a classicist approach with the movies, focusing on the characters more than anything else. This is an example from A Beautiful Mind, where Howard shot this scene to revolve around his main character and how he is feeling in his current state.
John? Hey, John, it's okay. I just heard what happened. I'm sorry, John.
I'm not a soldier.
John, hey, Nash. Nash, hey. Hey, you're all right. Nash, hey.
In Apollo 13, Howard focuses on telling the story of the mission rather than focus on specific techniques. As Howard is focusing around the characters in these 3 movies, he also uses the film technique of mise-en-scène to help understand that characters' emotions from both their words and physical actions as well as their surroundings. For example, in A Beautiful Mind, this scene illustrates the dark and fearful moment happening through John's wife Alicia's physical emotions as well as the environment around her, the rain, dark skies, and thunder. In Apollo 13, Howard again uses this element to heighten the drama of the scene and place the audience right in the middle of this true life event. As for all of the films directed by Ron Howard, they all tell a unique story. Howard uses his classicist approach to his advantage to tell an amazing story about all of his characters, and succeeds at reaching the hearts of his viewers. Apollo 13, A Beautiful Mind, and Parenthood are all wonderful stories that were meant to be shared, and Howard captures their greatness. When Howard shot this scene, it was meant to show how much Kevin's character had grown and how happy his father Gil was for his success. In conclusion, conclusion, although Ron Howard does not have an incredibly specific film style, he still manages to get the job done in a stylistic way. The way he shot and told the story of John Nash in A Beautiful Mind was absolutely breathtaking, and I will now call it one of my favorite movies. Shown is my favorite scene from the film.
Professor Nash?
Can you see him?
Yeah.
You sure? I'm positive. He's within your vision. Good. Forgive me, I'm just always suspicious of new people.
See you next week.
I'll see you next week. So now that I know that you're real...
In the film Apollo 13, Howard captured this history and reality of the incredible true story and portrayed it perfectly. This film is rich in history, and that's part of why it is so great.
It's been a privilege flying with you.
As for Parenthood, this is a heartwarming comedy that anyone can sit down and watch with their family and have a good time. It is truthful and raw, and that is one of the many reasons that I enjoyed the film. In general, I just had a good time watching it. Overall, Ron Howard is a good storyteller, and I would recommend his movies.